Hi everyone, welcome to the SPED Homeschool Review Crew. My name is Peggy Ployhar and I'm the founder and CEO of SPED Homeschool, as well as one of the members of the review crew here at SPED Homeschool. And I am going to do a review for WriteShop Book A. It's the primary WriteShop program, which is the kickoff for the writing more elementary portion. They do have a younger version too. So this is for children who are emergent writers, and so they are using a pencil or a pen or some way to write in some form or fashion, but kind of just getting started in that. If you have an older student that you think the other books would be too babyish for and you wanted to try this, I would say the thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to accommodate the writing part of it by either having your child dictate, you write for them, dictate on a phone or a computer, and then turn that into text, maybe cut those out, paste them onto the workbook pages if they really feel like they want to use these workbook pages, and have their final product on there. So just lots of different ways to think about how you might be able to accommodate that if they aren't writing, but that they have the mental capacity to do these lessons. Now, another thing to take with just as a suggestion is at the very beginning the author has written out how you can do these series of books, either one book a year, or how you can squeeze 3 books into 2 years, or how you can squeeze all 3 books into 1 year. Now, maybe you have a very gifted writer that maybe struggles in some other area. Then, maybe go for some more of those accelerated programs. But also I want you to to know that you have the ability to make it last longer than 3 years for 3 books if your child needs this. So just know that these are suggestions that are written in the planning schedules, and also how to use what every lesson has 8 sub-lessons in it. So if you were to do, as the typical schedule prescribes, the unit in 2 weeks, then you would still have some days off. And maybe that's all your student needs. Maybe they need way more time off, or they need even these subsections taken down into smaller sections as well. So we're going to go through one section just so you get an idea of what is all involved. So I picked section 4 just because it only has one workbook page. It's a little bit easier for me to to reference for you. So at the very beginning, they're going to give you an objective, the materials that you need, the pre-writing activities, brainstorming, the writing project itself, what you need for all these materials. And sometimes they say picture books, so you're going to need to go to the library. You're going to have to gather stuff around your house, because what this is going to do is it's going to help your child come up with more words, more ideas, by grabbing ideas from other places. This is a really good skill to teach kids when they're writing, because writing just doesn't come out of thin air. It's reusing information that you've already taken in and making it new yourself. And the more kids learn that, the easier writing is going to be for them. It isn't something they just have to have within them that comes out. It's something that they can regurgitate from other people. That's what most writers do. And then she even puts on here for publishing the project, what you're going to need to have. This one includes a batch of cookies and a cookie jar. So anyways, but you get into the writing projects, and it starts out pretty simple. They even have a scripted dialogue of how to talk with your child about what is a friend. Tell me what a friend is. And then you get to respond back and say, well, I think a friend is kind. And so you're going through this dialogue, but you're helping them to learn the process of brainstorming as a conversation. So again, it's teaching these key concepts of writing, but through modes that you naturally use in your own home, like reading storybooks and having conversations, all of these things. And so then you go on to the next lesson, and there's some pre-writing activities, and it includes these picture books and talking about friendship and building upon what your student already knows to what they don't know, and bringing in some more of those concepts. And then the next one gives you some more things that include brainstorming. Now let's get into the process of actual brainstorming so that we can see what that might look like pre-writing again. And then there's a little writing project, which isn't much of a writing project, but it has a child just fill in 2 blanks. I am a blank friend because blank. What would you fill in those things? And so then it gives them an activity to do with that. And again, they're going to go in and they're going to start doing a little bit of writing, but then they're also going to learn how to edit and revise what they have done through what happens on day 5. And then we finally get to day 6. That's when we pull out the workbook page. And again, it's just fill in the blanks, and at the bottom it has words that they can use to put in there so they can see how it's spelled, they can see how which directions the letters go, and everything. So it makes it extremely easy on them for knowing what to write and what would be appropriate to put in those boxes. So then finally in 7 and 8, these final lessons of this, they're finishing up the project, and then there's a place on the back of this sheet for them to write. If they're going to handwrite out their final project, they can do it right here on this page. Now again, you can use whatever is helpful for your student. If they need to dictate it to you to write on here, or if they need to do text to speech, if they want to copy and paste it onto this page, there's lots of different options that you can use. So so that's basically the WriteShop concept broken down for you in this review. And again, it goes through 10, it has 10 different sets like that. And so 20 weeks if you were to do it on the typical 2 weeks per section. If you take it out longer, of course it's going to last longer. But 20 weeks is about, for younger kids, about what you would spend on writing, because of course there are breaks during the year. There are times at the beginning, maybe the end of the year, that you're kind of just getting started in some other things, and writing comes a little bit later than some of the other curriculum and gets wrapped up a little bit sooner. But just encourage you, if you are looking for writing curriculum and this sounds like it really might fit the bill to help your child learn that writing process, I would just encourage you to take a look at WriteShop and check out all of their different curriculum levels on their website. And if you click on the link down below, you'll see the written review with a little bit more specifics about information that's in the book and how to get connected with the WriteShop curriculum. So thanks for joining me on this review. I will see you again next time, either on another review, or you can join me on my regular broadcast here on YouTube, Empowering Homeschool Conversations. I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.